Wami Asharala, this is your brother Abanaya coming to you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. But first, we give all honor, all glory, all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to our apostles, prophets, and teachers of Great Millstone who have taught us this truth and who are the true men of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai on the earth today. Peace and salutations to the sincere Akim and Akwat who are following this truth in all diligence and all sincerity. I have a video to play for you here. And as you can see from the heading, it says they're selling us fake fruit in New York. Watermelon from Sam's Club. This isn't right. Now, we're living in a time where the people in power are manipulating the foods we eat on a genetic level. So it's very difficult to find foods that were normally grown in nature. Through the advent of various technological marvels in terms of genetic engineering, they have been genetically modifying and engineering our food. And this is not done because they care about us. This is not done because they care about solving world hunger. These things are done for the sole purpose of turning them into a weapon. Now, we have been given specific laws that govern us, how we treat the earth, how we plant our crops. Every 7 years, the land is supposed to have its Sabbath, a year Sabbath, where you allow the earth to replenish itself. But Esau, Edom, the wicked, they constantly put a strain on the land. They claim that the earth is overpopulated when it's not. They claim that there is not enough food to feed its growing population when that is far from the truth. They have manufactured data and statistics to have you believe that climate change, as they describe it, is a real thing. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is not a power who is double-minded. He's not a power that makes mistakes. Right? The Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, created the earth. He created the number of persons in it. And He created the means in which they will be able to live and thrive and eat food on the earth. So let's just take in the video.
Body that would not be swan, bad built bush body that would not be swan, bad built bush body that would not be swan, bad built bush body that would not be swan, bad built bush body that would not be swan, bush body that would not bush body that would not be swan, bad built bush body that would not.
It's green for 4 minutes and 21 seconds.
Mr. Chair, point of order. Be swan, bad built bush body. We swan, bad built bush body. We swan, bad built bush body. We swan, bad built bush body.
Now look at that. In the Caribbean country that I'm from, I've had watermelon over the years. And at no point in time did they ever look and behave like that. You could see this woman literally tearing at the flesh of the watermelon, and it's taking a very long time to break. Usually with a normal homegrown melon, from the time you touch the flesh and you put any force on it, it juices in your hand. And look what you see this woman doing, and that's not happening. Food now, one of the greatest weapons, or one of the means in which they are targeting us is through the food. As the scriptures say, we will go in want of all things to our enemies, according to the curse in Deuteronomy chapter 28. So let me just get that. In want of all things. Deuteronomy 28:48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst, and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. So his sole purpose is to destroy the children of Israel. This is why he's obsessed with depopulation. This is why when you look at medicines, you look at food, you look at the policies that he are drafting and enacting, it's with the sole intent to destroy the children of Israel, the true Israelites. Let's get another precept. Isaiah 24 and verses 5. It says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant. So the earth is defiled. Everything we eat is defiled. You having poultry, for instance, being injected with all sorts of antibiotics and chemicals, growth hormones. Whereas you would have had to wait 3 months, 3 to 4 months to have a full-grown chicken. Now you're getting it in 6 weeks because they're pumping it full of growth hormones. And a lot of these things are carcinogenic, Salakia, in nature, meaning they promote the growth of cancer cells. When you look at your cereals, when you look at your milk, your chocolates, your candies, your food on the whole, it's been loaded with chemicals, additives, preservatives. All with chemicals dangerous enough to create cancers, to create diabetes, to create heart problems, brain problems, impair neurological functions. This enemy who is in rulership of the earth, he is truly diabolical, he is truly evil. There is no depth too low for him to go. It says Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 9. It says, thou shalt not sow thy vineyard with divers seeds, lest the fruit of thy seed which thou hast sown and the fruit of thy vineyard be defiled. Now if you look at the so-called modernized farming techniques, they want to take 2 different species of plants and merge them together in one to make a whole new different species. That is a sin. They want to take 2 different species of animals and merge them together to create a whole new species. This is the kind of crap that these people doing. So you think they go stop at the animals alone? They go into the food. When you look at the average number of persons on the earth and the amount of meat consumed, ask yourself, where it coming from? For the supply to keep up with the demand, they resort to drastic measures. So if they have to cut corners, if they have to use chemicals and additives and whatever it is necessary to meet the demand, they're going to do it because it's all about the dollar. It's all about control. And what all you need to understand, coming to the MOTB, one of the greatest weapons at their disposal to control the people, to get them to go along with the system, is through food. As the scriptures call it, victuals. They're going to be manipulating that. That is what they're going to do. They're going to be manipulating that. Verse 10, thou shalt not plow with an ox and an ass together. They don't care anything about that. Look at the type of fruits they're bringing out these days. They have no seeds. So how do these things grow without seeds? Because when you look at a watermelon is grown through seeds. But how you having watermelon with no seeds? They are genetically engineering the food now. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Now, Esau Edom is the physical counterpart to Satan. Satan means adversary. Who's the adversary of the children of Israel? Who is the adversary of all life? It's Esau Edom. Remember, their blessing is the sword. In order for them to enjoy the fatness of the earth, they would do so by what? The sword. Through war. Through the subjugation of other peoples, other nations. So, in this time, we ought not to be ignorant of his devices. This is why information, arming yourself with the information, is what's going to help you to navigate the various deceptions that are out here today. You may go and pick up that watermelon and select and take it home to your family. And then what? One of your children eat it, they can't digest it, they get sick. These things are fake food. And the deception is coming so well, you have to really look properly so you won't be deceived. This is why we are not ignorant of his devices. Scripture also tells us what? Never trust thine enemy. As iron rusted, so is his wickedness. All you really think these people care about solving what they call world hunger? You think these people care about the health of the world? If they cared about the health of the world, why is it necessary to create all these viruses and diseases? To release it into the population? Why do they have weaponized strains of the flu, weaponized strain of malaria and all these other diseases, the Spanish flu? All these many diseases that has wrought havoc on mankind. Why do they have it still in labs? Why have they weaponized it? You know, there's such a thing as biological warfare. And just like how there's such a thing as biological warfare, they can and they will, and they have been putting these things in your food as well, by the means of the various chemicals at their disposal. So you can't be ignorant of his devices. Right? Let's get Isaiah chapter 32 and 7. It says, the instruments of the churl are evil. He devised wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words. Telling you this stuff is healthy. You know, I was watching something earlier today, and I saw where the advent of using vegetable oil started. These oils were created to be lubricants for engines. And they came up, the founders of Crisco came up with the evil plan to market this oil as healthy to consume. And they even paid off doctors to agree to it. The instruments of the churl are evil. Anything that they would employ, that they claim to be for your benefit, their sole purpose is to bring about your destruction. Scriptures say, as soon as the wicked are born, they go off speaking lies. All these people do is tell lies. They are not capable of speaking the truth. They never was, they never will be. Right? He devised wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak it right. So let's get this in the we want to see what the word device means. Isaiah 32 and 7. Give me a second. Let's read it in the NLT. The smooth tricks of scoundrels are evil. They plot crooked schemes. They lie to convict the poor, even when the cause of the poor is just. I want to see what the chill is.
Strong's H 3596. Kilai. Second entry. Kalai.
Outline biblical usage. Scoundrel. A knave. Let's get the definition. Alright, they're not giving me a good one. I'm going to scoundrel then. Find what a scoundrel is. A scoundrel is a dishonest or unscrupulous person, a rogue. Esau is a dishonest person. That's why the scripture say, never trust thine enemy. As iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Right? Let's get devices.
Strong's H 2154. Zema.
Outline biblical usage. Plan, device, wickedness, evil plan, mischievous purpose. A plan, a purpose, evil device, wickedness, not chase, incest, licentious, adultery, idolatry, harlotry. So you see, in this device is his wicked purpose, his evil plan that he has towards who? The earth, especially the sons of Jacob. Thank Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai for what is written in Malachi 3 and 6. I am Yahweh, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai had to step in on our behalf. Because this enemy, he is not thinking twice. He doesn't care about your well-being. Just look at what he's doing to the food. Jeremiah 11 and 19. It says, but I was like a lamb or an ox that is brought to the slaughter, and I knew not that they had devised devices against me. And our people don't know. They're not even considering. They're not even taking heed to what the prophets of the Lord telling them, warning them. Don't trust this enemy. This enemy is wicked. He has evil intentions, nefarious plans, concocted with the goal being your destruction. I knew not that they had devised devices against me, saying, let us destroy the tree with the fruit thereof, and let us cut him off from the land of the living, that his name be no more remembered. And why does that sound familiar? Let us go to Psalms 83. You people better wake up. Keep not thou silent, O power, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, they that hate thee have lifted up the head. This is why they're messing with the food. It's because of that hatred that they have against our people. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. And they have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Everything that they are doing is with the goal, the ultimate goal in mind, to destroy the children of Israel. Let's get 2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 20 now. It says, So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that will come into it. The various wicked devices, their philosophies, their genetic alterations to the food. All these are wicked devices. All these things are being done with a purpose. They have a plan in mind. Right? Let me just get this. Let's get Job chapter 5 verse 12. And this is why we depending on Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. We truly need him. It says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. All these companies that are into genetic research and genetic manipulation of the food, of the animals, of the plants. Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai has to intervene on our behalf. Because if he does not do that, there would be no Israelite left to be saved. Only to understand how truly diabolical and evil this enemy is. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. That goes in where the Lord will, the curses that he placed upon us, he's going to turn it on our enemies. Everything they put forward to our destruction, for our destruction, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai is going to turn it back on them. This is why these other nations, right now, when you look at Japan and these other countries, they keep talking about the decline in birth rate. And they want so-called black men to come and marry their women and to get them pregnant. This is the means, or this is proof that the Lord is turning the curses on them. So all these abominable things they want us to eat, all these wicked foods, they're going to have to eat it. They're going to get sick by it. Job 21 and verse 27. It says, behold, I know your thoughts and the devices which you wrongfully imagine against us. So we know, the men of the Lord know. This is why we are warning our people to never trust this enemy. This enemy don't love you. He never cared about you. He never did. And the men of the Lord have been given that spirit of discernment to see through his lies, to see through his propaganda, to see through his false treaty, of his false declaration of peace, Salakia. He claims to care for all life and all mankind when he doesn't. His whole purpose is to dominate and rule over. Just as Pharaoh in ancient Egypt said, who is this God of Israel that I should let the children of Israel go? So too is modern day Pharaoh, which is Esau Edom, saying that same thing. Who are you people that we shall let you go? So I encourage everyone to be careful, to do research. Look at the ingredients in the food you buy. Try to avoid as much as possible these foods that carry these dangerous things in it that could harm you. And with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I'm your brother Abaniah saying shalom till the next lesson.